Today I want to put a spin on my hot miss or hot buy videos. I follow Trend Mood over on Instagram and they're constantly posting everything you need to know about the beauty industry. I'm talking new collections, new launches, brand changes, sneak peeks. They've made a name for themselves. And they even have a beauty box. I've unboxed them here on the channel before. But anyway, girl, I am always going through their feed over on Instagram and I get inspired and I go, I would buy that, I would not buy that, and this is why. But I never have anyone to talk to about it. So today I had an epiphany. Let's sit in front of the camera, let's have a conversation, and let's talk about my personal hot miss or hot buys before we even buy them. Maybe they haven't even launched, but I'll give you guys my opinion. Of course, I always want your feedback, so make sure you are sharing that in the comment section below. Remember, here on my channel, we are a family, we are besties, so I want us to have a conversation about these products. If you're looking forward to them, if you've tried them, if they've already launched. And I'm pretty excited about this video because I finally get to talk to somebody about my feedback on all things makeup and not just the products that I receive, but also I get to sit on back, talk to my girls, and have a cup of coffee. So I highly recommend you get a tea, you get coffee, you get water, and sit tight. Let's have a little chat. And if you're wondering about the makeup look, guys, I know I've been teasing it. It got pushed, but it's coming. So I pulled up Trend Mood here on my phone and we're gonna go through. Now, I went as far back as August 11th. There were products that have launched that are spoiled, saying coming soon. And I started off with the very first one, which would be August 11th, that I'm kind of excited for. Now, I'm thinking back to the very last time I used a MAC foundation. And I'm gonna tell you, it's been a good maybe 6 years. MAC released a brand new foundation. It is called the Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation. I'm reading off of the screen, but it says it is supposed to instantly even the skin tone and provide medium buildable coverage that leaves skin with long-lasting radiance. Apparently the skin will appear plumper and healthier. It's available in 21 shades, but I'm excited. I think a lot of brands are gravitating more towards the serum foundations, the foundations that are lighter on the skin and don't automatically look like a mask. And you guys already know here on the channel, less is more. I literally have one pump of foundation all over the skin and then I've compensated with everything else. When you apply less, your skin looks way more flawless, softer, almost airbrushed, and it is less likely for your skin to look chunky or cakey and or dry. So I'm really excited for that foundation. I feel like I'm gonna end up getting it. Not that I need another foundation, but I feel like I'm gonna end up getting it. Then we have Sephora favorites, the must-have bundles. I used to snag those all the time. I mean, it's a great deal. Depending on what you're into, whether it's hair care, skin care, makeup, even fragrances, you can get a nice bundle to try everything for a fraction of the price, $32, $35, $40, even $49, depending on the caliber of brands that are being featured in each bundle. I'm gonna say the best ones are the fragrance ones because yes, you're paying a little more than you would for like a skincare or makeup one, but you end up getting a voucher, and once you choose out of that little bundle, whatever perfume, fragrance is your favorite, you can go and trade in the voucher for a full size. So in essence, you got a whole bunch of like little trial sizes, really gave yourself a chance to fall in love with a specific fragrance, and then you can go get a full size one. So that's a really good deal. Kaleidos Makeup released their Alma Viva collection. Now this launched mid-August, and I think when it comes to aesthetics, they're always spot on. They're always very creative. I haven't seen them repeat anything remotely anything compared to anyone else. Here's the thing, I've never tried their formulas. I've always had my eye on a thing or two, but I've never actually placed an order and tried their product. So if you have, do you like it? Is it worth the money? Is the quality there? Does it make sense as to why their price point is where it is? I haven't purchased it because I'm always trying new stuff. And it's hard to get around to the stuff that I purchased. But if you guys highly recommend this brand, let me know and then I might have to snag a little something. Makeup by Mario recently released brand new concealers. They're available in 22 shades. They go for $29 a piece. And now you guys remember that Sephora's gonna have a big sale. It can't get here soon enough. So if these are things that you're interested in, you might wanna start adding to like your save for later, your cart, I think the heart, like your favorites. That way it's easier for you to kind of like add to cart and not have to struggle later. I really like the foundation. I did a full-on wear test of the foundation. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you do. I have normal combo skin, foundation. I showed you from beginning to end how it wore. I looked a hot mess at the end of the day, but that's not the point. The point happens to be that I don't think the foundation is going to be for everyone. That formula is beautiful, but it depends. Given the fact that I feel the way I feel about the foundation. Although I like it for myself, I don't love it for everyone. I don't know that I would run out and get the concealer. I'm gonna give you details on the concealer. You let me know whether or not it's something you would snag. It is a multi-use concealer that visibly lifts, blurs, and brightens your under eyes and complexion. Caffeine visibly depuffs, tightens, and smooths skin for an awakened look. It provides medium coverage, buildable formula, crease-proof, and long-wearing with a self-setting formula that locks in with a natural skin-like finish. Yeah, even though it says all of that, I think I would kind of stick with my Ofra. I think I would skip on this. What about the Urban Decay Naked Metal Mania palette? Now remember, these Urban Decay palettes typically go for about, I want to say $52 to $54. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't purchased one of those in a very, very long time, but that's around the typical price point. It's gonna include 12 shades with a mix of finishes. Based on the swatches, it looks like you'll get mattes and shimmers and or metallics. Okay, so it looks like you may get 2 to 3 formulas. This palette is not screaming wow to me. I love the packaging. The packaging is everything. If I were to buy it, I think I would get it just for the packaging. I'm not, but just for the packaging. The colors are very pretty, but this is not a go-to palette for a lot of people. Yes, it has pops of color. We like pop of color, but it's not an everyday palette. And with life being the way that it is, I don't see people spending that kind of money on a palette that they wouldn't gravitate towards very often. I think honestly, for me, what screams at me are the last 3 shades and the first 3 shades. Those shades look like they would have come from a neutral palette. And then the middle 6 shades were popped in there so you can experiment with color. It is a pretty palette. I don't see it functional for everyone. I think it's gonna target a certain population, and that population would be people who love shimmers and people who love to dive into color. But you never know, I may be wrong. I'm just, giving you guys my opinion based on what I'm seeing. Natasha Denona released yet another palette. Is it beautiful? Yes. Is it unique? I don't think so. So here's the gist. It is called the I Need Nude palette, and it retails for $69. You're still getting 15 pans with 3 different formulas, but the shades, to me, just by looking at it, it doesn't stand out as something different and or unique. And I think it's getting harder and harder for the beauty industry to come up with something that wows us because most color stories have been done before. It's very pretty. I think it's beautiful. If I were to receive it, if I were to get my hands on it, I would play around with it. I would use it. I would have fun creating looks with it. But to be fair, it is not very different than some of the other palettes they've released. A lot of these shades, you can probably get something that kind of dupifies it, if you will, and you wouldn't have to invest another $69 on it. But I'll give you guys the details on that. It says a cool toned palette with 15 new nude shades in matte, metallic, sparkling foiled, and a new wet effect formula in a sleek 3D plexiglass case inspired by minimalistic architecture. So the packaging is different. It's pretty. It's great. And they're saying the new wet effect. So I gather it's going to give your eyes that wet look. I mean, you can get that with other things. I wouldn't spend the $69 on this. Rem Beauty has a foundation. It is called the Sweetener Foundation. It is available in 60 shades. That's amazing. Well, it depends on the shade range, but it looks like it goes pretty dark. That's pretty cool that they thought of releasing 60 shades. I'm pretty sure most people, if not everyone, will find a shade that works for them. And the foundation is gonna go for just $35. I'm not mad at that. So it says clinically proven skincare color hybrid hydrates skin instantly and over time with buildable, blendable coverage. See, that's something I would love to try. And it'll be sold over at Ulta. I need to check if it launched already. I'm not 100% on that. Patrick Ta. I'm gonna be a little biased on this, and I'll talk about this baby in a second. But on September 1st, Patrick Ta released their Major Dimensions Matte Eyeshadow Palette. Now this palette goes for $70. You're gonna get cool and warm tones, mattes and cream formulas, all in one palette. The shades are stunning. And I love that you're getting a true cream in brown and black. The packaging is beautiful. I mean, what else do you expect? It's Patrick Ta. Pero mija, $70? $70. Now, I don't know what like how it performs, so I can't say, but $70 sounds like it hurts, in my opinion. And again, I'm gonna be a little biased because I have this one. So would I run out and buy it, honestly, just because it's $70? And again, I have in my mind that I have so much product in the studio already. I'm gonna say no, but I'm pretty sure it's stunning. I've heard a lot of people have bought it. Did you get yours yet? Or are you skipping on it? Are you waiting on the sale? Like, let me know. And if you bought it, do you love it? Do I need it? Should I just suck it up and spend the $70? Jaclyn Cosmetics has yet another launch. It is called the Vanity Light Glazed Luminizers. They're available in 5 blinding shades. They each go for $24. And this is the description. I have thoughts on this. So it says, a transforming high shine glazed balm that brings your true radiance to light. Just listening to the description of this product, all I can think is this has already been done. She said, never seen before. Super different. It sounds to me like a cream highlighter. I'm not saying it's not beautiful, and I'm not saying that the formula is not different, but it sounds to me like it's yet another cream highlighter. And the use of the word balm is basically to make it seem like it's something different. When it comes to Jaclyn Cosmetics, there have been a few items that I've liked and then several that I didn't. And so at this point, it's one of those days like I'm not sure. I am a lover of highlighter, so I'm entertaining the idea of actually snagging at least one so that I can try it for myself and figure out if I'm right. And it's not an actual balm, it's just another cream highlighter. What do you guys think? Should I snag this? I mean, if I do, you guys know we're gonna do a full-on video, so just in case, just be ready. And you guys, Marc Jacobs Beauty is coming back. Trend Mood reports that Marc Jacobs inked a licensing deal with Coty, which he previously only worked with on the fragrance portfolio. Coty has just begun work on a Marc Jacobs prestige beauty line, which will be ready in around roughly 2 to 3 years. So Marc Jacobs Beauty is coming back, but we've got some time, so let's just sit tight. I'm pretty sure by the time it launches, we would have forgotten about this news, because 2 to 3 years? So we'll see. It says we might see it starting in 2025. Milk Makeup has launched brand new setting powders and they look fantastic. They're called the Pore Eclipse Matte Translucent Talc-Free Setting Powder. They're available in 4 shades and they only go for $32. They're available now because they launched on September 2nd and they're described as a weightless talc-free translucent loose setting powder that controls shine, blurs pores, and sets makeup for up to 16 hours, providing a matte finish. I like that they have it available in 4 shades, so depending on your complexion, you can go with the really, really deeper one, the medium deep, just the medium, or the light. I don't know which one would work for me. I should pick this up, actually. I'm very curious about it. I've been gravitating towards all my setting powders in my drawer, rotating them because I feel like I need to try a new powder. So I was looking at this one. I've seen a ton of creators posting their review of the product and I'm pretty much intrigued. So I think I want to snag at least maybe the medium. Would I use the translucent medium? Not the deep. And the very deep is too deep. I think medium would work for me. Now, Benefit Cosmetics will be releasing lip tints. You guys know my love for Benefit Cosmetics. It is due to Benefit Cosmetics that I have amazing brows every single time I create a video because that's basically my go-to brand when it comes to brow products. But they also have other cosmetics like mascaras and foundations and lippies that are stunning. Well, now it seems like they're going to be releasing lip tints. There aren't a lot of details on these yet. The packaging is very, very different. And I think this would be a great spin on their tints. Now, these tints could be used on their cheeks and on the lips. They originated because they were supposed to be used around the area, you know. But what if they were to create something similar to this, but specifically for the lips? And it looks like that's what they're doing. So there aren't a lot of details. It looks like it'll be available in different shades, when it's launching, where it's launching, how many shades, the price point. We don't know yet, but I'm actually pretty excited about it because I'm all about pigment on the lips that won't move around and will last a very long time. Now, you know the holiday season is right around the corner when Too Faced starts releasing their holiday sets. They have 6 sets that are available right now. The prices are going to vary. There's a set for $29, one for $54, one for $42, one for $36, one for $48, and another for $42. So they're available right now. I remember purchasing the toothpaste sets years ago every time they launched because it seemed like you were going to get a lot of bang for your buck. It seemed like you were getting so much for a fraction of the price. So you would get a full-size palette, you would get lippies, you would get pencils, and it just seemed like the best deal you could probably get. The only problem was that not everything was a real deal when you looked at it. For whatever reason, when it came to the holiday sets, the eyeshadow palettes, at least back then, didn't have the same amount of pigment that a regular palette would have. Almost like the energy in it was very different. The quality was different. It performed differently. And I'm saying this because, okay, that was back then. However, today, I still have a sour taste on my mouth when it comes to the holiday sets that include palettes. So I feel like I would kind of skip on this. The only one that I would probably get, and it's because I absolutely love them, is the little kit that provides you with 3 deluxe lip plumpers. That one goes for $36, and it's called the Mini Plump and Go Ultimate Travel Plumping Gloss Set. I absolutely love my lip injections by FTC Cosmetics, so that's a set that makes sense for me. I know I'm gonna get bang for my buck because I'm getting all 3 for $36. They're travel friendly, and the quality has always been the same when it came to the lip plumpers. So I would skip on everything else and I would probably just get the plumping set. ColourPop has a Haunted Mansion collection. Do you guys remember the days where ColourPop was so affordable and everyone had to jump on it because it sold out quickly? The latter is what's still in effect. Everything is selling out quickly. The bigger issue is not everything is as affordable as it used to be, and they launch so many products. I can't keep up. I've stopped purchasing ColourPop cosmetics specifically because of the amount of launches. It almost feels like there's like 2 launches a month, and it's kind of like a lot for me. It's cute. I love the idea, the packaging, the artistry behind the packaging. It's stunning, but I just feel like, okay. They're very creative, but it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Yeah, I think I would skip on ColourPop because you know what? By the time that I place this order and then receive my collection and I'm able to dive on it and play with it, they've already released something else. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a lot. It's a bit too much in my opinion. Catrice is releasing a Winnie the Pooh collection, and I think this is so freaking cool. Now, Catrice doesn't go big like this often. So the fact that they're doing this, I think it's freaking insane. And they have some gems. And I think that they don't get the credit that they deserve. It is called the Winnie the Pooh collection. It is Catrice x Disney. This collection is going to feature 3 eyeshadow palettes, 2 soft glow bronzers, a kabuki brush, a mascara, highlighter beads, an illuminating primer, a lip oil, and a nail polish. Wait, there's more. Nail and cuticle oil, a few lip balms, a body and hair dry oil soothing hands cream, a lash curler makeup remover balm, a trio lip care set, and a makeup bag. They really are going in. That's huge. Good for you, Catrice. Finally, something that's super different and fun. And to be fair, there's a lot of adults that absolutely love Winnie the Pooh, my sister being one of them, so I think that's awesome. Oh my God. Okay, so there's gonna be a Gremlins collab between Mad Beauty and Warner Brothers. This is actually kind of funny. Would I snag this? No. I think it's cute. I think it's fun, but I wouldn't spend my money on it. So it's gonna include a shower cap for $12.34. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Hello, $1.25 store. No. A cotton candy lip balm for $6.85. A body powder puff, a sleeping mask. Not even a sleep, it's a sleep mask, so the ones that you put on the eyes. An eyeshadow palette for $23.32 and a sheet mask. One sheet mask is $6.85. In my opinion, it's gonna be a no. Would you spend the money because you absolutely love the brand? Or would you spend the money for Gremlins? Or would you like completely skip on this like me? So here's a fun fact. Every time I think Gremlins, I'm just thinking water and then just more of them popping up, and it's like they multiply, you know? That's what I remember from the movie. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Danessa Myricks has released their groundwork palette called the Defining Neutrals palette. This palette is for use on your eyes, brows, face, literally everywhere. It is one palette with 2 different textures. You have a velvety pomade and the Shape and Fix plus 10 color coordinated shades. It is a multi-use palette for the eyes, brows, face, and lips. Create natural to dramatic looks, and this palette goes for $65. This already launched. I showed you guys a little sneaky peeky because I already own her. It was sent to me to try, and I love her. First of all, this packaging screams luxury and chic, and it's just screams expensive. And then you get your mirror on the inside. It's dirty because I've been touching it. And here you have your shades. I have a full video where I reviewed this palette prior to being biased, prior to touching her, prior to using her. I gave you guys feedback and shared how I felt before even trying it. I created a full face look with this palette. You guys need to absolutely check it out. I feel like once you watch that video, you'll know for sure whether or not you need this palette. Is it gonna compare to the Patrick Ta? I can't tell you that. I don't know because I haven't tried Patrick Ta's. It's fairly similar, at least in shade and in theory, but is it exactly the same? I don't know. That said though, this is absolutely stunning. If you wanted her and you are considering getting her, I don't think you'll regret it. Just make sure you check out that video. I'll link it up here. And last but not least, we have the Triclone Skin Tech Hydrating Concealer by Haus Labs. Now this is gonna be available at Sephora as well as hauslabs.com. Is it hauslabs.com or Haus Labs Cosmetics? I'm not sure. It is available in 31 shades across 6 shade families and 4 different undertones. They're gonna go for $32 a piece. Here's the description. A long-wearing, hydrating, clean concealer with 20+ skincare ingredients that covers, blurs fine lines, and brightens with medium buildable coverage that can visibly depuff under eyes after 2 weeks of use. So it's skincare and makeup in one, and it's said to improve the way your under eye look and feels. I tried their foundation. I have a wear test on that one too. I didn't hate it. I didn't absolutely fall in love with it. It reminded me a lot of the Makeup by Mario foundation, and if anything, if I had to compare the two, I liked Mario's better. So would I grab this concealer? Probably to give it a shot. Maybe I like the concealer over the foundation, and that's just what it is. I'm not sure. The fact that it has skincare in it just pulls me in, kind of like, girl, you need to buy me, you need to try me. So I'm thinking I might actually snag this. Would you snag it, being that within 2 weeks, it's promising that you're gonna notice a difference under your eyes? You guys, I feel like there's always a brand new launch, but we're not always excited over every single one of them. So I wanna hear, what are you excited for? What is your new favorite launch that you're obsessed with and you just can't do without? If you've enjoyed this video, you do not need to leave this channel. I have playlists galore for you guys. I feel like you'll really enjoy my review playlist as well as my makeup tutorials playlist if you want to learn tips and tricks on how to use your makeup products in a more versatile way. Thank you so much for sticking with me through today's video, and I'll hope to see you on the next one. Bye guys.